It's your boy Jones here on Jones for Sports, and today I want to talk about the NFL. In particular, I want to talk about last night's game, Packers in New England, and tonight's game, Dallas versus the Titans. But before I start, y'all know what to do. Y'all gotta go hit that subscribe button, the like button, share, comment, and let's get it started. So starting with yesterday, the battle of the goats, Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers. Um, we all was waiting for this matchup. This is only the second time they will have faced each other, and I was excited for it. It was a pretty good game for the most part. Despite the score being 31-17, it was a close game. Besides, the ending where the Patriots ended up pulling away due to some bad mistakes based on the Packers' part. What I want to say about that is, obviously the debate, will favor Tom Brady for now. Obviously, him having the championships, him winning this game, him being consistent each and every year. So you can't really argue that. But still, I still will say that Aaron Rodgers is the most talented quarterback we've ever seen. If he had a team that was like Tom Brady, if he had a coach that was like Bill Belichick, then we might be talking about a whole different story right now. Because I believe that number 12 is better. But, like we saw yesterday, his team doesn't make the right decisions at the right time. I heard someone say on one of my Facebook posts that the difference between the quarterbacks is, like I've been saying, is you got a coach with Belichick who knows how to put his team in the right position, and Tom Brady is just great at executing it. So I think he gets a lot of credit, too much credit for that, when Bill Belichick deserves a lot more credit than he gets. When you look at Aaron Rodgers and his team, he can't, the team looks at him to do everything. And it's not fair to him that he's always, the weight is always on his shoulder. Mark McCarthy, he's a good coach, but he's not Bill Belichick. And to Tom Brady's credit, he does make his guys look better. So does Aaron Rodgers, but like I said, it's got to be the system or something like that just helps. It's like a San Antonio, you put the right guys in the right system, it's going to work. So. And Bill Belichick is great at doing that. He knows who will fit in his offense and his defense, and end up putting them in good position to make the playoffs and be as successful as they are. Aaron Rodgers, on the other hand, doesn't have that. He's had it a few times. He had a season where he had a great defense and things were clicking, but for the past few years, we've been seeing the same thing with the Packers. We expect so much from them, but when it comes down to the season, they're middle of the pack when they should be way better than that. But it goes down to the game, to the players, the coaches, and things like that. He can be better as well, but he can only do so much. He's a very talented quarterback, and his team should be way better fitted for him. You need to put a team around him where he can be successful, just like Tom Brady has with his team. So that's what I'll say about that, but, it is what it is. Congratulations to the Patriots and Tom Brady. It is what it is. Now, getting into what I really wanted to talk about, which is my boys playing tonight. It feels like forever. It's been like 2 weeks almost, it feels like. Since they played, but we got a big game tonight going against Titans, Mariota. And the way I look at this game is I see a lot of similarities in between our teams. Both good defense, two quarterbacks who are, I don't know who, I can't even tell you who's a better quarterback, to be honest. I want to say Dak, but he has his days, and Mariota has his days where he's great, and then he has horrible days. So I really can't even tell you who's really, who runs away with the quarterback position. Obviously, I feel like we run away with the running back position, Elliott is just great, but it really depends on how our offensive line looks. If we can be that offensive line where we were a couple years ago, being the best that the league has ever seen, then Elliott will have a great game. But if he doesn't, then we'll see what we saw a couple weeks ago, where he only had 45, 55, something like that, yards on the ground. So, but I expect them to be great tonight. I really do. Obviously, you gotta talk about Amari Cooper, someone that the Cowboys desperately needed. We needed a number one receiver. We didn't have that. We haven't had that in a while. So even when Dez was here, he wasn't playing like a number one receiver. So to finally have someone that can be a threat and the defense has to pay attention to is going to be huge for us, because, like I said, the running game is going to be important for us. So when you got a guy like Cooper, who I expect him to get involved real quick, so that the defense has to pay attention to him, that opens up the field for Elliott and that offensive line to do what they do, because there'll be less guys in the box to contain him. So, and if you want to bring another guy in the box and let Cooper do what he does, then that's even better for the Cowboys. That's what I'm hoping, but you can never be correct with these predictions when it comes to the Cowboys, because one week you expect them to get their ass whipped when they play in the Jaguars. I mean, looking at it now, Jaguars aren't that great, but before then, we didn't expect that. And then you have days where they play teams that are mediocre and we're, should be favored and better than them, and we get our ass whipped. So, I never really know with the Cowboys, but I'm always going to ride with them. Obviously, I have them winning tonight, and hopefully this will be something that if we get the W tonight, that we can get going now. Now teams will start to have to rearrange the way they play us, because Cooper is what we expected him to be. Maybe it wasn't just a good fit for him and the Raiders, but hopefully he works out here. And we changed the outlook of the Cowboys, because one thing I could tell you, which I'm very shocked about, I knew they were good, but I didn't think they were this good, is our defense. Cowboys defense is amazing. We're number one scoring defense, I believe, something like that, or against defense, which is shocking. We haven't had a good defense in a long time. So if we can get our offense clicking, this team can make some noise. I'm not going to say that we're going to go win the NFC East, but that's what we should be aiming for, especially if we can get the offense clicking, because our defense is finally here, and I'm excited as hell about it. So I know the rest of the Cowboys fans are excited about it. My dad's family, uncle, aunt, we all love the Cowboys. So to see our defense finally be at this level is special. So hopefully our offense is clicking now. We got a number one receiver. We got a running back. Dak has shown us that he can be a great quarterback in this league. Now we got all the pieces. Let's do it. Put it together and make a run. Let's make some noise this year. That's all I wanted to really say. I'm gonna be watching, and I'll get back to y'all about how I feel about what we saw. Hopefully, it's something that I can be happy about tomorrow, and when I talk about it, or I'm gonna come back and tell you that the Cowboys ain't shit, and we're the same that we were a couple weeks ago. So we'll see. But it's your boy Jones here on Jones for Sports. Let's go Cowboys. I'm out.